Bhagavad Gita chapter 2 last time, in which Sri Krishna is telling Arjuna that if you were not to do this act of going and fighting in the war, there might be some repercussions on this. People are not going to speak good about you and so on and so forth. Alright? So this is how we had ended. So now let us continue with the coming verse, that is 35 onwards, for today's satsang. We are doing Srimad Bhagavad Gita chapter 2 verse 35 onwards. So I will read the verses from 35 to 38. So, and the warrior chief who thought highly of you will now despise you, thinking that it was fear which drove you away from the battle. Verse 36, and your enemies, disparaging your might, will speak many unbecoming words. What can be more distressing than that? What happened? The video went off. Okay, just check what is wrong. And your enemies, disparaging your might, will speak many unbecoming words. What can be more distressing than this? Die and you will win heaven. Conquer and you will enjoy sovereignty of the earth. Therefore stand up, Arjuna, determined to fight. Treating alike victory and defeat, gain and loss, pleasure and pain, get ready for the battle. Fighting thus, you will not incur sin. Now, these four verses I have done together for you to get a clear picture of how this works in our world. So you have a duty to perform. Now, normally human beings think that the duty is what their parents and their grandparents and their forefathers have told them to do. So what is the duty of a human being? So their thought process says that their duty is to be a part of this world, be a good daughter, be a good wife, be a good mother, be a good grandmother, and take care of the family. This is how human beings think their duties are. Now, since you all are women, that is why I am talking like this. For men, it is exactly the same. They also think like that. I have to be a good son. After that, I have to be a good earning member of the family. I should go out and earn money. Then I have to be a good husband. Then I have to be a good father. And then I have to be a very good grandfather. And I am supposed to earn money, and I am supposed to gather funds, and I am supposed to build a house. I am supposed to be taking care of everything, and that is all. That is the ultimate aim of my life. That is not called dharma. You have been given a wrong understanding of the word dharma. Remember, there is a verse where he said that Shri Krishna comes in this world to establish the dharma. Has it said? Karamanyevadika. You know that particular verse which is so famous in India. What does it mean? It simply translates into that Krishna has to come on this earth because everybody has gone away from their dharma. He has come on this earth so that everybody who has gone away from their dharma, so he brings them back onto the dharma. So what is this dharma? So the biggest scripture, that is the greatest scripture of all, which defines dharma, is the Bhagavad Gita. So he has given a understanding of the subject. He says, if you are in a particular varna. Varna means what? Varna means strata of the society. Strata. You are born in a certain place as a certain human being, whatever that is, you are in a certain strata in that place. So you could be a leader, you could be a farmer, you could be a worker. Anything it could be. Or you could be a spiritual teacher, a spiritualist, anything. So first you have to understand why you are here. So he is explaining to Arjuna, you are here as a warrior. Warrior's job is what? To fight the war. You have to fight a war. Your job is to become a king or lead the country. So you are a leadership material. You are a leader material. Your job is to be a leader. And let us say the leader himself says, I don't know what to do. I have never done this before. I am such a failure in life. I don't know what is this. Suppose imagine a leader does this. If Narendra Modi does this, or even if Donald Trump does this, I don't know how to lead such a big nation like United States. We have got so much of debt, and Indian government, the Modi ji says, oh my God, this is such a huge country, 1.5 billion people over here. How am I going to handle it? It's a big problem for me. Suppose he says this. Is he doing justice to the job which he is supposed to? So he has to be a leader, and he is supposed to lead by example. That means first he has to be a perfectionist himself in that job. So to be a leader, you have to be a good leader. You are supposed to be taking initiative. You are supposed to be taking decisions for others. Other people are there who may not be as per your level. So a leader leads others, correct? So if a leader is leading others, why is he behaving like a common thief? Or is he behaving like a worker? Got the point? His job is to do leadership duties. Likewise, if there is a person who is a money lender, he says, I am not interested in lending money, I am interested in giving it free to other people. Is he doing justice to his job? No. Imagine you are having a banker. Now you are putting your money in the bank. Okay. Now there are, in your entire city, there are 100,000 bank accounts. They are all connected to this one bank. Now this banker is a Vaishya. Alright? His job is to make money for the bank. Is that correct or no? His job is to earn money for the bank, for the institution. And he knows exactly how to charge money for interest, transactions, this, that, everything. Tomorrow he decides to say, okay, my treasury is open, anybody can come and rob it and take it. If the person who is a banker does this to others, whose money is gone? Your money is gone. If your money is gone, are you hurt because of that? So is that man doing his duty? No. So, the reason why this happens is, everybody's job is defined already. And because there is a definition of a job, that person is supposed to do that job diligently and not question. You have to earn money by this, means your job is to do that. Take the case of a prostitute. Krishna met a prostitute. Now she was also a part-time washerwoman. You have heard about her as Kubja. So now as a Kubja, what is it that she can offer to Shri Krishna? Naturally her body. So this is how everybody is supposed to function. But if you decide that I don't want to function like this, you are not truthful to what you are supposed to do. So, other people are going to look at you and say, look at this person. This person is not doing anything. He is supposed to be helping his parents in doing farming, and yet he is not doing farming. He has taken up a job in the city. And he is working in some organization as a lathe worker or as a, some job he is doing. Why is he not working in the fields? Got it or no? He's an agriculturist. His job is to do the agricultural thing. Suppose a doctor's child does not become a doctor but becomes some other thing, a banker maybe. What is this? After the parents die, who is going to look after this hospital? I hope you are getting the point. The parents are building a legacy of building a hospital. So the mother and the father are doctors. The grandfather were doctors. They are expecting their daughter or their son to take up this doctorship and become a doctor. But this son of theirs or daughter of theirs wants to be in the film industry or wants to be a banker or something like that. What happens to the hospital? And what happens to the people who come over there? Are they being truthful to them? Just now when I said to you about the banker and your money, if the banker gives away the money or opens the bank and lets people rob it, is it okay with you? No. Now think about it. If you are going to this hospital, your whole family is going to the same hospital, and then now the doctor and his wife are there. They die. Who is going to run that hospital? So naturally you are not going to go there after that. So are they doing service to that place or disservice? Common sense will tell you that they should have continued to do that thing. There is no personal choice over there. You are born in that family for that reason. And they don't understand. If Arjuna says, I am not going to fight, is that a done thing? The whole world will point out fingers and say, this is not correct, this is not correct. Isn't the whole world going to say about this banker also? If he lets the people rob the bank? Same thing, they will say, what is this son of theirs doing? He is an actor in a film industry. He should have become a doctor. Now he might have taken MBBS or something like that. He might be a doctor. But now he wants to take up acting as a career. So what will they say? They'll say for a few rupees he's going and doing this acting? What is this? Likewise, in every industry it is the same thing. So, we will take the questions afterwards. Write it down in your book and keep. Then I will, alright, so let me have the flow. So, he says, even your enemies are going to feel bad about it. Now imagine there were two hospitals. Okay. In India there are two hospitals. Okay. One hospital is called Malya Hospital and one hospital is called Manipal Hospital. And both of them were giving each other nice takkar, They were fighting against each other. Your patients, my patients, your patient, my patients. And now suddenly one fine day Malya Hospital closes down. Manipal Hospital becomes big. But now there is no competition. There is nobody to actually compete with. Suppose you are in a school. Okay, there are 50 students. And you are the intelligent one over there. Will you work very hard so that you can become a good, person? You want to come first in the school. Right or wrong? So you have a healthy competition. You are going to fight with those other children so that you can become a better, an intelligent person, and you can maybe come in first class and all that. But now, you are not going to that kind of a school. You are going to an elite school. You know what an elite school is? An elite school where there are only 4 students. And the students' parents give money to come in first class. What do? They pay bribes to the school so that they get better results. Now think about it. If you are doing that, how is it going to be? So there is a case which is happening right away just now. So there was this person who was handling this ICC, International Cricket Board, in India. His name was Lalit Modi. He ran away from India. That's a different story. You know what he said? I got degrees from all the foreign universities. He says, I did not write any of those CAT examinations and whatever that, He says, I didn't write. My father and me, we paid money to some person. He went to the Middle East and he wrote the examination in my name. Nobody is checking. And he got the certificate. I got 95% or whatever. And I got admission in the foreign schools. Now, when I said these words to you, when you see that there are people who can cheat like this and get admission, did you like it? So, even if you are the enemy of this person, will you like what is happening? So, is it as per the Dharma? No. So, this is something which is going against. People are not doing the right thing over there. So even your enemies are going to be feeling bad about this whole issue. They will point and they will say, look, this fellow is not writing the examination. He's a very bad person. Isn't that what they will say? There is a very beautiful film called 3 Idiots. And there is a person called Funsuk Wangdu, the main character. The main character, which was paid by Amir Khan. Okay. Now, this man writes the examination on behalf of another person. You saw that in that film. This is such a common thing. That person becomes great and then this fellow goes away and stays in Ladakh. I will ask you, how did you like that? You did not like it one bit also. This is exactly what it is. Your job and your duty is what you got to do. You cannot expect the other person to do. Right? So think about it. If the person is supposed to do the job which he is supposed to do, which is called his Swadharma, then that Swadharma has to be performed exactly, fully to the T. And even while doing this job, whichever he is suppose he is a doctor, or suppose he is whatever he is, a scientist or whatever, and he is following his Dharma, and let us say while doing the job he dies. Soldiers die in the battlefield. You know that very well. How many soldiers die in the battle? You have seen many soldiers die in the battlefield. So if he says, if you die also, you will go straight to heaven. That means you will get a very positive benefit out of it. And let us say instead of dying, you win the war. So you get the kingdom here on earth. So what is the positive thing out of it? On earth you will be a winner. And if you die, you are going to be a winner in the heavens also. in both these places if you are doing this job which is meant for you. But if the job is not meant for you and you are doing that job, it is a very wrong thing. I hope you get the point. So, this person should not be bothered whether they are successful in the job or not successful in the job. It is a duty. Your duty is to do what comes to you naturally. That is your dharma and your swadharma. Dharma means that which God is telling you, see, this is the way in which it has to be done. Right? It is in the righteous way. And what is swadharma? The reason of your existence. Why are you here in this world? There is a reason why you are here in this world, and that reason has got tremendous value. And if you are just going to be lying around and doing nothing, and then you die and you have not done your duty, I am sorry, you are not even going to go to heaven in any way. And your next life you will be born as some other species. So this is the reason why he says you have to not bother about what is the outcome of everything. So let us say you are fighting a war. You may lose the war. You may win the war. You may die in the war. Or you may be alive in the war. You may be captured by the enemy. Or you could lose your kingdom. Anything can happen. Your job is to accept it. Because that is exactly why you are here. And do not try to do something different. Normally people look at things and then they don't want to do that. You know how I'll tell you how people talk. Now let us say there is a father and a mother. Okay? Now they are business people. Okay? Let us assume that. Their son, who is supposed to do his business degree, MBA or something like that in finance and in business management, looks at the father and the mother and says, they are so useless, you know. They can't even do that business properly. They have run the company into losses. Because they have run the company into losses, I don't want to take such a risk, you know. This is a useless business. Just because they are running into losses and they have gone into such huge debt, I would rather go and work for an IT company. They will pay me good salary. I will have a comfortable life over there. This is what the person says. Well, that is wrong. You are bothered about what your father and mother are doing. They are having losses. Well, if they have accepted the losses and they are really struggling very hard, I think they are doing a great job for themselves. They are really doing a great job. And they should be proud of what they are doing. Whereas you, who wants to do an IT company's job because you get good money, I think you are doing the worst. It's a disservice to your birth. You are not doing the right thing. Your job is to do that business. Even if it is a loss-making business, your job is to make that business successful if possible. Doesn't matter. Whatever the case might be, you are still supposed to be continuing that, because as a particular person from a particular strata of the society and a particular group, your job is your job. Otherwise, why were you born over there? Tell me. You could have been born in Alaska, no? With the penguins and all those creatures over there. Huh? But you were born here. And you are born in this family. Why were you born in this family? And why that specific location? I hope you get the point. You could have been born anywhere else. But no. Because your birth is not in your hands, no. It is all driven by destiny. Remember, we always say, no, you come with your destiny, with the destiny is written on your forehead. We say these words, when a child is born. So if destiny was written that child had to be born over there, why is it that you are saying that this is not my job? So this person is in the wrong. Got it or no? So whoever doesn't do what he is supposed to do, he is in the wrong. Now let us come to the parents. Now if the parents are saying, oh, we are doing losses, I don't think my children should suffer for this. Let me not teach them business. Let us give them good education so that they can go abroad, settle down, earn a lot of money, become rich and do all kinds of things. And then they sweat it out. They try to gather money, pay for their children's education, pay for their travel expenses, pay for the stay over there, pay their fees for the education. They do everything. And then their son or their daughter become maybe an MBA or something like that. Some big designation they get. They join some big company. And now think about it. Now who is going to be in trouble? The parents as well as that boy or the girl. All three of them are going to get into big trouble. Because they are not faithful and doing the duty which they are supposed to do. If your father is an actor, he is supposed to teach acting to his children. If the father is an agriculturist, his job is to teach agriculture to his children. If the father and the mother are architects, there are architects in this world. They come from a particular community also. There is a community of architects. Or you don't know that. There is a community of Vishwakarmas. Have you not heard this? You know Vishwakarma or no? Everybody who comes from Vishwakarma, what is it that they are supposed to do? They are builders. They can be architects, they can be engineers, they could be builders, contractors and all that. That is their job. Now, instead of making their son architect, they are making him into a doctor. It is not correct. This is what Krishna is telling. Your dharma is already decided in the beginning. You are going against it. If you are going against it, even if you are going against it, you see, you are going to incur a big sin. Sin means what? You are going to go to hell. So be ready to go to hell if you are not doing your duty. This is exactly what Krishna is telling Arjuna. Say, Arjuna, if you don't do this job, which is your beholden duty, you will go to hell. And that is not what you are supposed to do. Your job is to fight this battle. And because you are born in a Kshatriya family, you are supposed to be leader amongst men. Your job is to rule kingdoms. Your job is to annex kingdoms and take them, fight it, so on and so forth. Your job is that. So everybody from the Kaurava family, Kauravas, they go to heaven. It does not matter how you rule the kingdom. Please understand this. What you are thinking is, oh, they have done something wrong. Who has done something wrong? Oh, Duryodhan, Dushasan and that uncle, Bhaje, you remember? He talks like that. No, they are not doing anything wrong. Even by deceit, they are keeping their kingdom. See, in your world, what is deceit? Deceit is what, according to your Definition of dharma. Whose definition of dharma? Your parents might have given, some idiot in your family has given you, and you have decided, oh, they are doing deceit, that is why they should go to hell. Isn't that how you think? Think about it. They are doing something wrong. No, nobody is doing anything wrong. The king can use deceit also to retain the kingdom. I hope you get the point. He has to be the king somehow. So he is doing his job. And that is the reason why the entire clan of Kauravas went to heaven. They did not go to hell. You see, they played deceit. They did all the wrong stuff according to you. But according to the dharmic mode of living, they were not doing what they are not supposed to do. They are doing exactly what they are supposed to do. If they are supposed to play the villain, they are playing the villain. Imagine tomorrow Duryodhan says, I'm very sorry, I annexed your kingdom, I'll give it back to you, I'll become a sannyasi and go away. Do you think, is this a correct story? I don't think so. If you want an enemy, the enemy should be powerful and you should be more powerful. It is how your intellect works that you can win the war. It is not that you should have a weak person opposite you. Now let us say you are fighting an election and the person opposite you is such a weak person. Do you think it's a fair fight? No, you are very hefty champion. You remember in Olympics recently what happened? Those two women were fighting and one turned out to be, no, I am a woman, but he was actually a man. Did you like it? On the contrary, you hated it. Because how can a man play a woman and win as a woman? That is not correct. So this is against the law. Right? So basically here you will find that there are certain things in the world which you have assumed is dharma. Please don't consider that as dharma. Has any guru told you that is dharma? No. Has Krishna come and told you that? Your dharma is to look after your parents, your dharma is to do this, your dharma is to do that, your dharma is to become an IT person, your dharma is to earn money and do this. No, nobody has explained to you. You are just on autopilot. You are just doing what comes to you. No, you don't know that. So, if a person doesn't do what he is supposed to do, there is a very big problem in that. Okay, so we'll do the next verse now. Arjuna, this attitude of mind has been presented to you from the point of view of Jnana Yoga. Now here the same as presented to you from the standpoint of Karma Yoga. That is the yoga of selfless action. Equipped with the attitude of mind, you will be able to throw off completely the shackles of karma. In this path, next verse, in this path of selfless action, there is no loss of effort, nor is there fear of contrary result. Even a little practice of this discipline saves one from the terrible fear of birth and death. Here is the line which will tell you exactly what I just now gave you such a lengthy explanation. Here is what he is saying. He says, whatever I told you, that your job is to do your job. Your duty is your duty. You have to do it. That is as per the law of Sankhya Yoga. Sankhya Yoga is the yoga of knowledge. Now I am going to teach you about the Karma Yoga. What does Karma Yoga say to you? And now I am going to tell you what is Karma Yoga. And Karma Yoga is a very, very difficult subject for anybody to understand. It's the most toughest subject of all. When we come to the chapter of Karma Yoga, you will understand how difficult is this chapter. Because karma is not understood by anybody in this world. So he says, Karma Yoga is selfless action. This word describes everything. What is selfless action? Selfless action is without any desires. There should be no desire. Your job is to do the job. You cannot say, I am getting only 10,000 rupees salary, so I am going to work for only 2 hours and get lost. And the rest of the 6 hours, I am just going to waste my time. I'm going to be drinking tea, coffee, roaming around. Because see, nobody works over here. I also, I don't want to work and I'm the only person working. Why should I do this? No. Selfless action is a different thing. It should never be worked out with how much work you do. Don't say, I work for 10 hours, I have to be paid so much. That is not in your hands. Karma yoga is selfless action. Parents of human beings, and when they have their children, they will say to their children, you know what? I have taken care of you. Now it's your time to take care of us. What are they saying? That is wrong. See, please understand one thing. Because you did something, you want return on investment? No. That is not correct. Then it is not a selfless yoga. Selfless means what? It is your duty, D-U-T-Y, to take care of your child. Correct? So you have taken care. What makes you think that they should do return on investment? Then you are considering it as a transaction, isn't it? You understand what I mean, no? That means you are thinking that it's a transaction. They also have to look after me. No. I paid your fees. You are supposed to do this. Think about it. In marriage, suppose you are expecting something out of your husband. Because I do this, he should do this for me. It is not a selfless action. If that person doesn't do, then what? If that person doesn't return your favor, so-called favor, then you are looking at transactions. I hope you are getting the point. And this transaction is not good. If I am expecting something from the other person and that person is supposed to do that for me, I think that's a very bad thing. It's my duty to do, and that duty I will do. If that person's duty is to do something, that person is supposed to do that duty. If that person is falling down on the duty anyway, then he will go to hell. Why are you bothered? No. 7 fere liye hai. We have done 7 feras. We have to be together. If he goes to hell, I will also go to hell. That is not correct. No. You have to ensure. Now here there is a very big caveat. I will tell you where the caveat is. Now let us say there is husband and a wife. Now the wife is that, Sati Savitri person who is doing all the jobs, प्राणनाथ मैंने तुम्हारे लिए चाय लाई है और मैं तुम्हारे लिए घूंघट उठा they will put one घूंघट and they will do all kinds of decoration of their hand. ये मैंने मेहंदी लगाई है तुम्हारे लिए. I put this मेहंदी for you. I have done this for you. I did vrata. I went and did upvasa. She is doing all this. एक साड़ी भी नहीं ला सकते क्या? You understand what I'm saying? You can't even get me one sari. You can't get me one bangle. You can't get me this. You can't get me that. Really? What are you? Transactions person? No. Now think about it. That person is not doing his job. Who is not doing his job? You are doing so-called Pativrata Stri. You are doing all your duty. I take care of the family, I cook, I do this, I do that, everything. You are like a Pativrata thing, big thing. And then that guy is not even listening to you, is not even understanding. Tell me something, are you doing your duty? Yes. Is he doing his duty? No. Now you will say, वो तो कुछ करता ही नहीं है. मेरे लिए कुछ लाता नहीं है. He doesn't do anything. He doesn't even care about me. I don't know what I'm going to do. Well, you are a woman. God has given you many weapons. You know weapons, no? Weapon systems. You are like a F-16 aircraft. You are not recognizing that you are like that. You know what? With all your friends and everybody, you can lagao all ding and you can say, I did this, I went for this, I did that, and I was like this. You lagao all these things with your friends. But with your husband, nah, I don't get to talk to him. He just comes late and then he goes to sleep. No. You are his wife. You can demand. You can say. But you are not supposed to say it in a manner where you are openly talking about it. You have to make it in such a way. वो बच्चों के लिए कपड़े लाने जाना है. See how you are talking. Let us go to buy clothes for children. You go to a big mall and then you do shopping little bit here and there, and then you go to one shop. How does this sari look? Nice, no? How do these bangles look? Very nice. New fashion it is. You have your wiles. You know, WILES, it's a very beautiful word. You are a politician. You know how you get your children to do your work, no? Or no? So you are a politician also. You will give them some bribes and get their work done. You get your bai also, Kamwali bai, you know, that woman who works in the house. I will give you nice sari for the, this thing. What? For Diwali. And I gave you last week I gave, your daughter was sick, so I paid for her this thing, you know. By not saying that I want you to do this work, but yet you are getting the work done politically. But with this idiot, you are not able to get anything done. Why? Treat him exactly in the same manner as your servant. Make him do. You can cry and show, you have got an off and on switch for crying, no? You can just put on the switch, tuck, like that. You can cry also at will. Women have that ability. If men cry, they are going to call him sissy. But a woman cries, it's expected. मैं क्या कर सकती हूँ? I mean, you can definitely use some good dialogues from, all those Lalita Pawar movies and all that. Nobody says you can't. In every movie, have you not seen this? Have you not seen all these Shakespearean plays? What is that woman doing? She has to use her tools. Toing, one big tear coming out from here. Do you remember in Ramayana, this is exactly what Kaikeyi did. Kaikeyi sat in the bed with all her hair astray. That was acting, superb acting. Whole Ramayana happened. What was the acting also? Where it started? You know that chamchagiri that you say, one person comes and fills the ears of another person? You remember? Mantara. तुमको मालूम है ऐसा हो गया, this happened, that happened, he is giving these favors and that favors. Every woman is known for this. It is a quality given by God. What do you think those qualities are given to men or what? Why are you not thinking this is your main weapon system? Harpoon guns, this, that, all kinds of things. These are all your weapons. What makes you think these weapons were given to you? They were given so that you can use them in the world very properly. And don't think that this is not a place to use. If Kaikeyi could use the weapon and send Ram away, what makes you think you cannot be a Kaikeyi? And did I say that she can go to heaven also? See, all Kauravas went to heaven, no? So Kaikeyi will also go to heaven. Because at the end of the day, she was the best villain of all. Got the point or no? So nobody says you can't be a villain. But you have to be a very soft villain. See, people all, if some man is listening, no, they will think, this Guruji is teaching all wrong things to all these women. But understand, this is the quality given to you. This is the Dharma. A woman has been given a quality for certain reasons. And don't forget those reasons why you have got those qualities. Otherwise, they could have been given to a man, no? Did you get this or no? Why were you born in a family? For certain reason. Huh? Correct or wrong? Why were you in a certain place? For certain reason. God made you, put you over there for some reason. Why did he give you this tear duct, tongue like off and on? For that reason only. Why he gave you that, oh, mercy, that kind of acting which a woman can do. A fancy acting she can do. I am always treated like this, the whole world treats me badly. What am I to do? All this you have all the ability to do. Get your work done. If you can treat your children and you want them to be the best in their world, isn't it? So why are you not thinking that you should make your husband do something which he can be the best husband in the world? So kick his ass if need be. Don't tell Guruji ne aisa bola tha. Otherwise tomorrow onwards, no doing this satsang with Guruji. No, but that is a quality given to you. Be politically perfect. Be the right person for the job. And that is the reason why to understand karma yoga is extremely difficult. Now when I have put these kind of things in your mind, don't experiment on day one, okay? You have to please learn about karma yoga and all those yogas very nicely. And then use the tools. These are called tools. These are God-given tools. Beauty is a God-given tool given to a woman, not to a man. If a man looks beautiful, no, then he will be in that LGBTQ. Okay? He's not a man then. Huh? Then he will wear saris and stand at the signals. What? So don't think that he's going to be beautiful. He's going to be handsome. Okay? There is a quality given to him. Like that, a quality is given to a woman also. So accept it as a quality. Accept it, these are your tools. Accept it that this is how I have to be. And why not be the best version of yourself? If Arjuna has to go and fight the war and be the best version of himself, as a woman you have to be the best version of yourself. Alright, so I think we will stop here at 39 and next time we will do 40 onwards.
Recording stopped.